Welcome back, everyone! This is Journitis, bringing you Feed the Beast 1710. Today we are starting on episode 53, and today we are going to start tinkering around a little bit with Mystcraft. Mystcraft is actually a really cool mod, and let me make sure this is set right. Yeah, and yes, that's what we're going to do. Mystcraft here. Now, Mystcraft is actually used to create entire new worlds for you to run around in, and it's actually got very few blocks that you actually have to build. A lot of the stuff is internal. So, first thing we're going to want to do is make ourselves a writing desk. Okay, the writing desk requires some glass bottles that I don't have any of, and now I have plenty of. Ugh, I love applied energistics. Alright, so one writing desk. This writing desk is going to help us in the sorting of pages that we will gather over the next little bit, and the pages are basically descriptive pieces that are going to help us describe what kind of world we want to create. Okay. We also want the ink mixer, which again is very simple. It's just planks, smooth stone, and a glass bottle. And we're going to want a bookbinder, which is just more planks and iron. Okay. Other than that, we're going to need some ink sacs, ink vials, which use ink sacs and a bottle of water. Which, again, I need more ink sacs. That's okay. 9 bottles of ink should hold me at least for now. And other than that, we're going to need some paper. And I don't have much of that either. That's okay. We'll make some more. Or not. Okay, well, that's fine. We can worry about more paper later. I probably won't use all 12 pieces at this point, but nice to know I need some more. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to put the writing desk over here. And like I said, this mod does not take up a lot of space, although it does create a lot of space. Oh, that was horrible. Anyway, so what we want to do is put the ink in the ink mixer and some paper, and that is going to get us some link panels, okay? The link panels are very important. They are actually the page in the book that allows the teleportation. I'll explain this slowly because it's actually kind of it's not really complicated, but it's weird. If anybody is familiar with the game Myst from way back when, Myst used basically they gave you every book in Myst contained an entire world, essentially. And you could, through the descriptive pages of the book, you could dive into the book, and it would be a completely different world that you dive into. Okay? And the descriptive pages that I'm talking about are actually these right here. We've actually run across a couple of these in the world, and we never actually need more than one of each. And in this version, I actually recommend that you get rid of any extras because they can actually be problematic when the time comes. And we want to store these pages here in the writing desk, except for we don't actually want to store them like that. We could, mind you, because this can go on forever. But we actually want to try to categorize these pages, and to do that, we want to keep them in a notebook. The notebook from Mystcraft is used to help organize your pages. Okay, so in this case, I'm not going to do any major sorting right now. That'll be something I do off camera, because otherwise it takes forever. We put the notebook here, and then we can put all these pages in the notebook itself, and then that will store them for us for now. Okay, the big thing is that we want to get a whole bunch more pages. Okay, and it's cool that they actually added a search bar here, so if we wanted to, we could search for ravines, and it would actually, blank out the others. So that's new to this version. Very cool, very useful. It'll make doing searches a lot simpler, and you may not have to separate these out into as many notebooks. All right. So anyway, we want to go ahead and create. I'm going to create one random world. Okay. This version of Mystcraft has a tendency to be very unstable in worlds that you create. So, well, it's not that the version is unstable, it's that the worlds that you create are very unstable. So, whenever you create an age, the first thing you want to do is go into the bookbinder, and you want to put in the link panel first. Now, you see when we put the link panel in right here, that it gives us this descriptive book option, okay? Now, you can take it out right there, and it's just a descriptive book with no actual descriptive pages, okay? But what you normally would want to do is get a whole bunch of these descriptive pages here, and then through a sequence of descriptive pages placed after the link panel, describe the kind of world you want to create. Okay, now I only have 3 pages and I need to get more, and one of the easiest ways to get more of these is to go into a random age and go looking around for forgotten libraries. Okay, so this one we're going to go ahead and name this test age, just because it's the first one we're creating, and we'll go ahead and pull the descriptive book out. Achievement: get one-way ticket. Now, you might say, one-way ticket? Yes, it's a one-way ticket, okay? That is their attempt to warn you that you're about to make a huge mistake, okay? One of the big things about Mystcraft is that when you enter a book, an age, quote-unquote, you have to have a way to get out of that age. There's not a way built into the age to get out. There is one way that can randomly spawn in an age that will get you out, and that's the star fissure. But you're not guaranteed to have a star fissure in an age. So keep in mind that if you go in without a way to get back out, well, you're not coming back out. You can actually get stuck in a Mystcraft age and never be able to leave it other than using admin powers, or cheating essentially. Okay, so we're going to create a couple of these book stands, and we're going to go ahead and put this descriptive book on the book stand. Now, I can actually use this descriptive book in my hand, but we don't want to do that because then it drops the book wherever you were standing. If you put it on a stand first, then it stays on the stand. All right. Now, when we right-click here, it shows that it's a test age. If we want to take it off the book stand, we can click right here and take it off the book stand, or we can just put it right back, and that's how you get it off the stand. This window right here, this is the window that teleports you into the dimension, okay? It creates its own world. Now, it's black because we've never traveled there before. Once you've traveled there the first time, that will turn blue, okay? And you'll see down here that it says 0 out of 1. That is showing you that you are on page 0 out of 1 page, and here is page 1, and there's nothing there because we didn't put any descriptive pages here, okay? Now, we don't want to go through that yet. Okay, one of the things about Mystcraft, like I said, always have a way home. And that way home is in the unlinked linking book. Okay, as you saw me create here, I did it while I was talking, but you take the simple link panel and you combine it in your inventory with a piece of leather, and it makes yourself an unlinked linking book. Okay, now you want to bind this linking book to your location in the world. Okay, so I'm going to bind it to right here by right-clicking. Okay, now this book shows linking book overworld, and this book is now bound to this exact spot in the overworld and even the direction I'm facing. Anytime I use this book to teleport, it will take me directly back here, even facing this direction. Okay, so this is my way out. All right, so now that I have this, I'm going to go ahead and create a second one, and we're going to just store this one over here just in case I'm stupid enough to go in and not have one handy. And I am stupid enough, trust me, I've seen me do it. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is actually generate this world. So we're going to go ahead and right click here, and I'm going to click on this. Now, when you generate a new Mystcraft world, it can actually take a little bit of time for it to load. One of the things I should mention, actually I'll just let this start loading and I'll talk about it. Maybe it'll load while I'm talking about it. So one of the things you have to keep in mind is that one of the problems in Mystcraft that is in this version anyway is with Thaumcraft. Okay, with Thaumcraft, it has a tendency to spawn worlds that are full of the taint blocks. You know, when you're trying to work in the cauldron and it produces the byproducts, that liquid that seeps out of there. It has a tendency to create worlds that have a lot of that in it, and if it does, it tends to crash your game. So I had to go into the Mystcraft configuration files and go down to the taint goo option and delete that option. That's why you see that that out right there. That's actually there from where I was trying to do this earlier, and it kept crashing my game. So I wound up having to go and disable taint goo as an option in the config files. Otherwise, it just kept crashing my game. And actually, since I'm in the world where the taint goo would be, it would actually completely corrupt my game and have to use a backup. So keep that in mind if you're trying to work with Mystcraft. And we still haven't generated, so I guess we'll just have to take a break real quick. Be right back when this generates. Alright, we have generated in. We have, actually, kind of ironically enough, generated me at the exact point that I was. We have a island in the middle of the sky with nothing but void underneath, so this is terrifying. And, well, before I do anything else, let's put this link book down so I have a way out. And it's marked with out. Okay, now, since I didn't give it any descriptive pages, it can pretty much do whatever it wants, and there's so many combinations that you never know what you're going to get. Kind of cool. Ice biome, not really my thing. But, oh, there we go. There's an abandoned library right there. And a village, which is kind of cool, if we can find anything useful there. So let's fly over to this abandoned library. I was kind of hoping for, like, a normal-ish thing. Oh, that's cool, the walls. But, you know, I guess an ice island is not the worst thing in the world. But anyway, so here we have the abandoned library. And as you can see, there are link panels here. Give it a second to catch up. I forgot to give it time to load up all the things. Come on. There we go. So in this case, we found an amplified normal world page. Over here, we've got spontaneous explosions, scorched surface, cave world, and accelerated. None of those are anything I was really interested in finding, but it's always good to gather up as many of these as you can, because you never know what you're going to want in the future. And all of these descriptive pages do have a use. The other thing I'm going to want to do is steal all the books, because books. Now you might, pay attention always, because in every one of these abandoned libraries, there is going to be a hidden chest in the corner. And these hidden chests tend to have very specific things in them, and that being more link panels. Not more link panels, more of the pages. Okay. Now you can on occasion find a notebook in one of these, and we didn't in this one, but that's okay. You will find a notebook in some of these, and if you find a notebook in some of these, then you will find that you have multiple symbols in the notebook that you find. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, I'm only going to take one of each of these because I don't want extras. Extras cause problems. Just trust me on that one. So I'm going to, actually, let's fly over here. Oh, wow, 2 villages. Oh, wait, that's a, hi, Ender Creeper. Seriously? That was hilarious. Alright, so, oh wait, Fallen Knights, and, wow. Well, in a void world, this is kind of to be expected. So, I'm going to fly around and see what I can find in this village. Actually, I think that might be a Mystcraft villager's house. Okay. I've really got to not do that. Okay, whose house is this? This is... oh, Witchery House. Oh, cool. Materials and... no, this is... is this a shop? I don't know. I've never seen a construction like this in a village before. Item frame and just a... yeah, it's just a normal book. That's not a normal book, though. Blue book. Diary of a Tinkerer. Huh. Haven't run into that before. Worry about that later. I probably should have given myself a way to get stuff automatically back to my AE system because this looks very interesting. What kind of book is that? Book of Biomes. Current page beach. Craft the book with a piece of paper to copy the current biome page used in some rituals. Well, it's witchery, so it's probably not anything to do with this. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab all, you know, I don't need the materials and use stuff. And let me look around a little bit more to see what other grand stuff I can come up with. And we'll meet you back at the overworld at my base because, yeah, I got some exploring to do. I'm probably also going to fly around and see if I can find any more of the abandoned libraries and try to gather as many link pages as I can. So we'll be back once I've explored some, gathered some stuff, and we're ready to move on. Okay, so I lied. I went back to my base real quick because my inventory was already filling up, and I need a way to automatically empty my inventory, and I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. And in this case, we're going to go ahead and make ourselves an ender chest. We're going to... oh, cool, I've got all stuff. Blaze rods, obsidian, wool... oh, wait, we've already made ender chests before because of the... oh, really? I need more blaze rods? Let's step downstairs real quick. Anyway, I want to go ahead and be able to put things into my AE system without actually having to come back to my AE system. And we're going to use some item teleportation to be able to do that. I'm going to go ahead and make an ender chest and hook that into my main import, basically the sorting chest that the ender quarry was going into before. And did I get 2 more? Sweet, that should be all I need. Anyway, so I'm going to hook that in there, and then I'm going to attach an ender pouch to it that I can then carry around and have it automatically empty for me. So let's go ahead and make a second ender chest. And now we're going to need a ender pouch. And the ender pouch is going to allow me to access the ender chest remotely. Okay, we'll just do the one for now. And we'll leave it as white, white, white just for the moment. We'll probably recolor these at some point, but it's not a big deal. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and break this chest. And we're going to go ahead and put the ender chest in its place. Now, anything we put in here is going to be taken out just like it was before. Now, the other thing about this is that now, when we open this ender pouch, it's going to open that ender chest. See? Because these two are linked, because they're both the same color, white, white, white. Alright, so now if I were to take something, actually we don't have enough wood in the system, and oh wow, I'm going to have to get some wood. Now if I put stuff into this white, white, white ender pouch, you'll see that it's being taken out of this chest, and therefore going into my AE system, or going through my auto sorting, which essentially is straight into the system. So now, as long as I carry this around with me, and as long as the area here is chunk loaded, and it should be, I will be able to go ahead and explore this other dimension and gather things, and as I find some more stuff, I'll just send it back through to the AE system. So I'm going to go ahead and fly around, hopefully find a bunch of abandoned libraries, and we'll be back when I have a bunch of pages. Alrighty, went back to the other world, and just on the other side of this snow village that you can see from here, we're not very far off at all, I found another abandoned library kind of floating around here, and inside this one, I went ahead and took everything out, but in this chest, we have the notebook that I was talking about. And I'll show you this real quick, just because it's here. And I happen to find one. This notebook has about, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different symbols in it, and none of them are copies in this side, in this anyway. So rising phase, east, coal ore, purple, deep ocean, roofed forest, molten obsidian, gradient, Yellorium, snow, firewater, accelerated, dense ores, spikes, and meteors. So yeah, this is all really cool, and actually I can actually go ahead and put my other pages in here and go ahead and store them like that. So very cool. So yeah, I'm going to be continuing to gather these around, but I told you that the notebooks can be found here, and I figured since I found one, I'd actually show you guys. Alrighty, we're back, and I have finally gotten back from doing some searching. I've gotten quite a few pages here. It's actually just a drop in the bucket, realistically, of what we really want. But one of the things that we are going to want, so let's see if I actually got it. I don't remember. No, I did not get it. Yeah, no, it's not. I'm looking for the island world symbol. The void world symbol would actually work as well. I could just build out from a void world, but we'll have to get into that later. So we're actually going to have a hard time getting more of these. We can explore around for a long time, but I want to explore a different way of getting things. In one of those villages, I happened to grab a Mystcraft villager. And they look like this. Okay, now this guy specifically, when we right-click on him, he is selling notebooks, just like the ones that we can find in the libraries. Okay, and it's going to have about 15 symbols for about 20 emeralds. Okay, I'm going to put this guy down here with the rest of these guys because I don't want to have to worry about him getting away. But we can remotely access him by using a trading post from Extra Utilities. Actually, not a very hard recipe. It's going to cost a couple of emeralds, so that's unfortunate since we need the emeralds to do the trading. But that's just the way it goes. Need a jukebox and then just some planks. But now we have ourselves a trading post, which is actually a very handy thing to have. So I'm going to place this down right here, and now I can actually look directly at this and see exactly what each villager in the whole has for sale. In this case, we're going to go with the notebook, and it lets me access the villager directly. So let's see how many emeralds we actually have. 44. Okay, so we have enough for 2 notebooks if we can get 2 notebooks. So let's see. We're going to get 1 notebook. He won't let you buy more than 1, but if we wait just a second, he might sell another one after that. Yes, he is. Awesome. I hope I didn't just buy the same notebook twice. We're fixing to find out. Alright, this notebook has Flower Field, Short Mead, Mesa, Gray, Desert M biome? Desert M. Not sure what that is. Deep Lakes, Dark Green, Sewage Block, Mesa Plateau, Coral Reef, Honey Block, Spheres, Ender Star Fields, Scorched Surface, and Meteors. And nothing really great. There are a couple of really decent ones for when we go to do specific things later. Liquid Glass, Blood, Normal Sun. Ooh, Normal Sun is good. Normal Weather, Island World, baby, yes! Awesome. Standard World, Acacia, Milk Block, Seared Stone, Redstone Ore, Floating Islands. Floating Islands versus Island World. Amplified Normal, and Meteors again. Excellent! We got the exact symbol that I specifically wanted, and that is the Island World. Cool. Alright, so what we're going to wind up doing is, first off, we're going to place this in here and sort it. The biggest problem I have now is trying to determine if I have duplicate symbols in this notebook versus in here. And, well, I mean, the easiest way to do that is basically just going to be to take all these out of here. And first I'm going to get these all out of here and then see how many stack up just out of these. Do an auto sort. And none of these are the same? Really? I could have sworn I saw 2 meteor ones. Either way. So we're going to go ahead and put these all in here now. And as you can see, it's starting to show them stacked up. We don't really like them being stacked up, but this is going to take a few minutes of sorting through. But once we do that, when we auto sort by middle clicking, we can see here's an empty spot. This open spot right here means that there are 2 of the same type in here somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and offload the rest of these into here, do an auto sort, and then go ahead and try to find and eliminate all the copies. We're going to want to make copies of these, but only when we're actually going to go ahead and use them. So I don't want to have extras just sitting in here because it makes it harder to do stuff. Alright, so give me just a second to finish doing the sorting here. I'm still amazingly excited that I got exactly what I wanted out of one of those notebooks. So that's awesome. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll be able to make one that will actually function. I realistically am going to need quite a few more symbols before I can actually make something of great use. Because I can use just that one, but it leaves too many things to random chance, and that would not be a good thing. So give me a second to ferret out the doubles, and I'll be right back. Alright, I got all the copies ferreted out, and I'm going to try to make a world without having enough modified pages to actually do it correctly, but we're going to hope that it comes out okay. Basically, what I would normally want to do is choose the biome. Now, one of the things we're going to want to do here is grab a couple of vials of ink that we don't have. I never did go get more ink. That's unfortunate. Because I don't think we can make this. Nope. That's okay. It should just take a second. Anyway, what we're going to basically do is we're going to go ahead and take what we do have, add the modifiers specifically that I want, and hope that nothing unplanned shows up. If it does, then we'll just have to make it a point to get more modifier pages. Did I really not get anything good out of that guy? Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, it doesn't take a lot to get these when you have fortune, or looting in this case. That should be plenty. I've really got to get some normal, like, creative mode flight. It'll be so much better when I do. But I just, well, I guess I technically can at this point. Maybe I'll do that. I'm going to be playing with Botania a little bit more here shortly. We're going to do some applied energistics Botania crossovers. I've got the idea of how to do it. I'm just not sure how to exactly make it work, but I'll get to that in a minute. All right, so when you're creating an age, the easiest thing that you can do, well, first off, we don't need that much over here. Okay, one of the things you want to do is place a notebook right here. Okay, and then you want to go through here and find which modifiers you want. In this case, I want a desert biome. Okay, I don't have a normal desert, so we're just going to have to see what this desert M biome is. Now, we don't want to use this page. We want to make a copy of it, and that's why we went ahead and put some ink in here. And we need to go ahead and grab some paper as well, and I don't have enough paper to make enough copies. It's okay, I should have... Yes, I do. Excellent. Oh, wait a second. I didn't turn the magnet off. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Now I can make all the copies I want. So in the writing desk, sorry. We're going to put the paper here and the ink here, and now we can go ahead and make copies of pages, because we don't want to go through looking for all these pages again. So we right-click the page, and it makes a copy of it, and if we have the notebook here, it goes ahead and puts it in the notebook for us, okay? Now, normally what we want to do is choose the biome first, then some sort of biome modifier. In this case, it would be like a single biome or a checkered biome, or let's see. Actually, we should be able to just narrow it down. Deep ocean, coral reef. Now, I just want to leave it with one biome. Now, if you wanted to choose a bunch of different biomes, you could go ahead and put them all in here now. But I'm actually trying to make just a specific set. Redwood forest, roofed forest, tainted land. Okay, see, I don't have any of the biome modifier pages yet, and that's what I'm saying about doing this without having all the different types. So we'll skip that one, and then you want to do a sun, stars, moon, basically the celestial bodies. So let's do, do we have any sun? Okay, we have a normal sun. So we'll right-click and copy that. Now, I wonder if we have, I don't think we have any of the length. No, we don't have any of the length modifiers, so we can't choose how the sun is going to stay in the sky or move in the sky or what there. So we'll just do a normal sun. We probably don't even have a stars card. Enter star field. Oh, yeah, we do have normal stars, so we'll copy that one. And let's go ahead and do a moon, but I doubt we have anything in the moon categories. Nope, the moon will just have to be random. And let's see, so then we want to choose any kind of weather. I would like a no weather, but I don't think we have a weather symbol, so we'll just specify normal weather. If you want no weather, that's fine. You need to find the no weather page. But if you don't want the weather to be completely random, then you need to at least put something in there, because I mean it will choose whatever it wants to. It could be it could choose no weather, it could choose eternal storm, it could choose, eternal, rain, you can just do everything. So I'm going to put normal weather in there just to keep that modifier space filled. Okay. Then what we want to do is choose a normal block type. Now, we are making this a desert M biome. I don't know what the M stands for, but it should be something along the lines of sand and sandstone, unless the M is like something strange. But normally you want to choose what the world type is what comes next, but the and in this case we're going to use the island world. But to modify that, you want to put like a block type in front of that to say, hey, we want this specific kind of block to be the general type that you get along with this. So what I would normally want would be like dirt or sand, but I don't think we're going to have anything like that. Yeah, no, we don't. Like, we could use sewage blocks, make it so that the standard block of the world is sewage. But seared stone block, that wouldn't be horrible. Standard world, snow block, no, I don't want snow. Oh, hey, we did have a rising phase. We could have done a rising phase normal sun. redstone ore. That would actually not be too bad. We'd get plenty of redstone out of it, but that wouldn't work out very nice. Quagmire Ravines, red color, oil block. No. See, I really want a very specific thing here. I want it to actually be sand. But we're just going to have to see how this turns out. It could go any way, really. But realistically, it should come out normal. So we're just going to go ahead and put the island world modifier next. Now, the island world modifier should, in theory, make this an island world floating out in the middle of nothing, just like the first world that we created. So after that, we would want to choose any kind of structures that we want in the land, like the spheres or spires or tendrils or something like that. So I think what I want to do now is if I have a clear modifiers page, I want to put that in next. Actually, I'm going to put several clear modifiers pages. I don't actually know if that's going to work out very nicely or not, but we'll find out. And that's about as good as I can get in this case. Now, we're going to need, of course, the linking page and a couple extras so that we have a way back out. Now, what we want to do is put the link panel in first, and then take the notebook and right-click it here, and it will automatically empty the notebook in here. See, desert end biome, normal sun, normal stars, normal moon, and whatever else we gave it. So this is going to be Botania Quarry. That is going to be the name of this age. It will probably turn out quite horribly, but we will find out here in just a second. Regardless of what happens here, we are going to come back next episode, and we're going to learn about auto-crafting for applied energistics, and we're going to try to cross auto-crafting of applied energistics with auto-crafting Botania items. Now, keep in mind that Botania was made to be hard to automate. Okay, so we're going to try that out and see what happens. Okay, come on, Botania Quarry. I hope this age generates right. If not, I will probably search for more symbols and try again anyway. Well, we wound up with yellow stars, I can tell you that much already. Alright, give me a minute for this to generate. We'll be right back, hopefully, to get what I wanted. Alright, well, this went all horribly wrong. The lag here is ungodly. It's trying to actually crash my client. But the reason for that is because we have this strange... we wound up with the island world, and that's fine. But we also wound up with a kind of ocean, and it's made of some sort of pink stuff. It might be like liquid aluminum, is the only thing I can really think of. This actually isn't horrible. If it weren't for the lag issue, I wouldn't be worried about it so much. But yeah, this is quite horrible. We have quite a few of bad things. We have hunger, slowness, poison, weakness, and mining fatigue being added to this. So yeah, this is not a good dimension. However, we do have some of that blue crystal, which is the Mystcraft crystal, and I really want to get some of that. So I'm going to sign off here, and we'll come back next episode. Hopefully I'll be able to get out of here. The lag is really horrible, but I'm hoping... yeah, there's the crystal right there. Come on. Come on, hold together. I just want some crystal. Too many bad things all happening at the same time. So anyway, this is Jeronitis signing off on episode 53 of my Let's Play series from a dimension that I may not be able to get out of. Like me if you like me, subscribe if you want to see what we get into next, and as always, help spread the gaming!